Your opening contest is a fatal four-way elimination welterweight showcase.
Happy anniversary, everybody. My name is Joe Dabrowski. I'm joined by Benjamin C. Steele, and this is such an important time in Premier Championship Wrestling. We are celebrating 1 year in historic Turner's Hall, kicking it off with high-impact action. Welterweights being showcased in this four-way elimination match. Ben, 3 falls will determine the winner, and in there right now, young Gavin Glass, 19 years of age, from Medina, New York. We've seen him a couple of times before. Fashions himself as a cut above the rest, and certainly he'll have 3 tough adversaries to try to prove that against.
Introducing next, from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 184.9 pounds, the one and Young.
You know, very impressive. MV Young is close to the weight limit as you can get. That might be my pick in the match. I think he's going to always have the welterweight advantage. And Joe, why is there no cake for this anniversary?
Cake? Well, MV Young didn't need it, or else he wouldn't qualify. MV Young is very intense. He is very proficient at suplexes, trained by a number of impressive names in Florida, including Scott Hall and Larry Zbyszko. Sage Phillips calls himself very proficient in and out of the wrestling ring. Guy who makes his home in your favorite state, Ben, Indiana, Bloomington to be exact. Sage Phillips, best of both worlds. He has an intelligent side. Those glasses are representative of his learned nature, but that mouth guard comes in, and he is all business in the ring. Sage Phillips made his Turner's Hall debut at Welterweight Wrestling's pay-per-view. MV Young making his Premier Championship Wrestling and Turner's Hall debut tonight. And we got one more to come, and some people certainly would look at entrant number 4 as the perennial favorite. Certainly I can't say hometown individual, being from Dayton, but he certainly made Cleveland his home over the past several months.
Well, he's certainly special to the people.
Without a doubt, special athlete. He's fun to watch. Ball energy. Time to fly, baby! Nate Wiggs, the smallest man in the welterweight division, 130 pounds. He was outsized by 50 pounds in round 1 of welterweight wrestling, the inaugural event on pay-per-view, and Nate Wiggs still was able to not only emerge victorious, but make it to, I believe it was the final 4 in the welterweight championship elimination scramble. And if he can advance and get past 3 entities as he did in the 7-way to get down to the final 4, he'll be victorious. And Sage Phillips and Gavin Glass out of nowhere going for some big strikes. And again, the size advantage here, 35 pounds, or excuse me, 55 pounds, or 54.9 separates these two athletes, as Nate Wiggs with a scissors kick and Nate and Sage going one-on-one, a bit more evenly matched.
And Joe, this is going to be quick. It's going to be catch as catch can. If you blink, you're going to miss a move, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Trapped the Lamagi stock cradle there, did Sage Phillips, and Phillips caught Wings around the temple there with that enziguri, as Young and Gavin battling on the outside. This is all about opportunity, Ben. These are 4 athletes who feel like they're deserving of more, as Sage Phillips launches himself like a heat-seeking missile. Gavin, that tall, lanky frame, gonna fly as well. He goes to the second of the top rope and lands on his feet. Gavin, a 3-sport athlete in high school, he was the talk of the town. He had all the cheerleaders wanting to be around him. All the other guys wanted to be him. But in the real world, high school doesn't exactly mean that much popularity-wise. And Gavin's looking for the welterweight title to put himself back in the center of attention.
Well, Gavin Glass comes from just a pedigree.
Oh, wait a second. Nate Wiggs, the Arabian moonsault, lands on his feet.
Well, it's right now it's one man trying to one-up the other. We have MV Young is, well, really the only man in the ring right now. But as I was saying, Gavin Glass from a proud pedigree.
Oh, look out! MV Young launches himself to the outside. Tope Hilo. He landed almost flush on. I think that was Sage Phillips got the worst of it.
Well, not good for him, but good for MV Young. All four of these individuals obviously have something to prove. They have something to stake their claim in the welterweight division.
We saw Gavin in the original welterweight four-way showcase that led to the formation of the brand. As Gavin and Young back and forth center ring. Sage Phillips. 2-0 for MV Young there. Sage Phillips came in that wild card four-way and raised a lot of eyebrows. MV Young, his first time in. MV Young has been just salivating for this opportunity for months and months. And Nate Wings, he wants an opportunity at the welterweight championship, and he also wants a shot at the members of the Culmination because, Nate Wings up the back of Sage Phillips. Keep in mind the way Gory defeated Wings back at Powder Keg. Outsmarted Wings, feigning that leg injury. You know, Wings hadn't forgot about that either. Wings has a lot of goals on his list. Not just least of all what we mentioned, but also rumors of the Premier Tag Team Championship coming to fruition. We're going to crown Tag Team Champions next month. Nate Wings and Aaron Williams are involved. If Wings survives this matchup, knockout shots for everybody. This match is almost too quick to call.
Well, absolutely. Like I said earlier, if you blink, you're going to miss something. Right now, though, these four men have a chance to maybe catch a breather, maybe catch their wind, maybe rebound a little bit. We've seen Sage Phillips take a lot of punishment. We've seen MV Young take a lot of punishment. We've seen Gavin Glass and Nate Wings as well take a lot of punishment. Gavin Glass told me earlier he's winning this in hopes for his family. His father, George Glass, former NFL player, and also a shot putter.
I've never met him.
Well, actually, he does exist.
Oh! There's a heck of a descriptor. Well, dropkick by MV Young.
Well, after that shot, I don't know if there will be any Glass grandchildren. Oh, jeez.
I think Gavin just forgot who his dad is. We got a cover for MV Young. Eliminating Gavin, no. Strong showing could lead to some opportunities for somebody because Welterweight 2 is coming your way on October 22nd, and I think all four of these men would love to be in a prominent position on that pay-per-view as Sage Phillips now elevates himself. MV Young just landed on Sage's head in that dive a few minutes ago. Sage looking for retribution.
Well, Sage obviously looked to recover from
right in that knee brace. That knee that had reconstructive surgery late last year. It just knocked MV Young out. He's eliminated.
MV Young has been eliminated.
You saw Sage Phillips' motion there. 1 down, 2 to go.
Well, Joe, shouldn't that be a disqualification? I mean, that's not fair to MV Young. We saw, you mentioned it, that knee brace. That could be loaded with metal or some sort of foreign international object.
Well, it was inspected by the official before anybody came out as Gavin with a strike combo. Sage going to hit Gavin with that knee brace as well. No, Gavin able to counter. The cut above the wrist, springboard. Beautiful adjustment midstream into the cutter. Sage Phillips could be out. And Sage is eliminated.
Sage Phillips has been eliminated.
And a sinister grin from Gavin Glass, who feels he's smarter than the rest of the pack. It's down to Gavin and Nate Wings now one-on-one. Big-time welterweight momentum at stake.
I know you mentioned earlier the great high school days of Gavin Glass. It's appropriate because while one of these individuals was a winner, Nate Wings was the kind of guy who wouldn't get a date to prom and was probably stuck in lockers all through high school.
Nate Wings with a standing moonsault, nicely done. And now a Cabrana. Cover to Gavin. No, near fall. At least Nate could have fit comfortably, I bet.
Well, I bet he could have with the books and the plants and whatever else kids have in their lockers nowadays.
Crowd coming alive here for Nate Wings. He's been a sentimental favorite since day one here in Premier Championship Wrestling when he first walked in. But he is outsized by Gavin considerably in the height category. And we're talking about 20, 25 pounds weight-wise. And check out, Nate Wings had the balance taken out from under him. Gavin catches Wings high with that backcracker. This could do it. Gavin a victory, no.
Well, I certainly thought that was 3. Obviously, Gavin thought that was 3. But I guess what it matters is the referee counting 3.
You can see that determination, that focus. It's almost like Gavin switches gears and he snaps a little bit. He's so thirsty for that attention. He just craves that positive reinforcement. But Nate Wings able to make an adjustment of his own and plant Gavin Glass into the mat. Now, I think it's time to fly. 450 splash. Huge win for Nate Wings, surviving the welterweight field.
The winner of this fatal four-way elimination welterweight showcase, Nate Wings.
Well, Joe, that certainly wouldn't have been my pick.
Well, Nate Wings has made a living defying the odds and proving critics wrong. He did it on Welterweight Wrestling's pay-per-view with Cam Zagami, made it to the finals. He did it here, surviving a field of 3. What's next for Nate Wings?